Howdy y'all, get the Bulldog on the channel. Little story about how and why a mechanic might get, really wound up about something so small, so trivial. Let's say uh, there's this part that he's trying to install, she, that they're trying to install, and because of how it's set up, there's no real way to hold it. There's the right way to do it, which doesn't work. There's the wrong way to do it, which can bust this part. There's another wrong way to do it, which can bust this part. And he's doing it the wrong way because it's what works. And he breaks the part. The part, costs $20. It's not a big deal. He's only making $40 on the job. So, well, no, it's not a big deal. But this job represents over half of their paycheck. Whoa. Thought you just said you was going to make $40 on the job. Say, over half the paycheck? Yeah, he was expecting a $500, $600, $700 paycheck. That math don't add up. The math doesn't add up because of the way that the mechanic looks at this job. It's because it's Tuesday. When they're thinking this represents over half their paycheck, because this job has to be done and gone so they can get another one in and get it done and gone, so they can get another one in and get it done and gone. This is especially important in very small shops, 1-2 bay shops like I've got here at home. I was woefully backed up for quite some time because of one that I had in, torn all apart, no way to move it. So it had to be done before another one could come in. And it really put me behind. But back to the story at hand, I am talking about last night. As you can see, I'm not at work today. We're going visiting for Thanksgiving. And I needed to get this car done. Not a have to. They're not jumping up and down for it. It's been there for a couple of months because the car was going to get towed by the city if it didn't go somewhere. So they brought it to our shop. Said, no hurry at all. Don't worry about it. You should just let us know how much it's going to cost. That was the one with the power steering pump that was broken, pulley broken and all this kind of stuff. Well, I was looking at it and I thought, well, it would be best to install this pump without the pulley and then press the pulley on later, because you couldn't get the line screwed up in there because the pulley was in front of it. Okay, that's fine. I've got all the tools, except for you can't hold that pulley. So I was trying to press this pulley on there. The correct way to do it is to hold, you screw the deal in the center and you screw the nut over top of it, and you screw that nut over top of it, it presses the pulley on, and you hold it with the bolt in the center. Here's the issue. The bolt in the center will break loose and start backing out. So the only way to actually press it on is to hold the pulley while you're screwing that outside nut. Okay, that's what I was doing. What I have found works the best is a belt wrench. Cheap things, they're rubber strap, and you feed it up through the handle and the pressure of you holding against it holds it tight. I was using that. No problem. Going right on there. And just as I was almost done, it busts the side off the pulley. Because the pulley's a fiber plastic deal. I know people say, well, it's not the end of the world. Yeah, it is the end of the world. It's the end of this job. Because I know nobody's going to have this pulley. It's cheap. The price of it doesn't bother me. Sure enough, no one has the part. No one. Well, I can get it tomorrow. Well, no, too late to order, so we can get it the next day. Oh, no, wait, that's a holiday. So it'll be next week before I get this part. So that job couldn't get done. Means I don't get paid. And it just, those are the things that really wind me up, because every single job is the end of the world until it's not. It's only not the end of the world if you get it done. In the great scheme of things, it's not a big deal. When you're in it, big deal. Because of the linear fashion of how things go. You have to get this job done so that you can move on to the next. So that you can get that one done so that you can move on to the next. And if something happens to where it's going to be a big delay for you, well, it's now taking up space in your way. Well, you can stop and move everything out, but that also takes time. So you're burning time doing that. It takes effort. I got almost everything done to this. This was the last step towards having this car done. I had one more thing to do. And I was staying late trying to make sure it was ready to go. It's just how it goes. So whenever you're the customer and you're trying to make them feel better by saying, don't worry about it, it's not the end of the world if it don't get done tonight. They might be feeling like it's the end of the world because if I don't get this done tonight because of this part here, when am I going to get this part? 2, 3, 4 days. That's the end of the world. Stress, anxiety, just boom. It's not this one job that they're carrying on their shoulders. It's every one of them after that they know they have to get done. Just a little psychological insight to the wrench-throwing mechanics out there. Like, comment, subscribe, hit your little bell notification, share it all around. Talk to you later.